What's going on, everybody? Muhammad here, Rights of Fathers. Going to talk to you about custody, child custody for fathers. I just want to give you guys some tips. You are wasting your time if you hire an attorney. I'm just going to keep saying it over and over again until it gets into you guys' head. When you sign with an attorney, not only are you wasting your time, you're wasting your money. You're setting yourself up for a stage show. When you're going through the process with an attorney, they all play the exact same game. It starts off with a notice of appearance. They put that into the record. And now you're bound by all the rules and regulations and the procedures of the court. You make your appearance, and your attorney makes a very fancy speech, and you come to find out that the judge is just going to ignore everything. She's going to ignore all of the whatever it is that your attorney says. It's going to sound really nice and fancy and articulate. It's going to seem like he's defending you, only to find out that the judge completely ignores everything and just makes her own decisions, or he makes his own decisions. You'll see, they'll they all file the same paperwork, same bullshit. They'll have you testify, asking you all these questions like it's like anything you say is gonna matter. You'll hear them framing a question to make you look favorable or make you look like a good father. They're just gonna ignore everything. You're literally wasting your time. Just think about it. You're gonna waste thousands of dollars. You're gonna pay for the application fee. You're gonna go through an extended process, meaning it's not like a one-day thing. It could take months to a year, depending on what kind of game the opposing attorney is playing. The opposing party will always use like blanket statements like you're, they always talk about like domestic violence. They talk about, how you're unfit. They talk about they're gonna motion to separate you from your child. They're gonna go for full custody. They're gonna go for child support. If you're going through divorce, they're gonna go for alimony. They're gonna talk about your income. And all they're doing at this point is just gauging, how much money they can get out of you. Why would you go through all this craziness if you could just handle everything privately via paperwork? You don't even have to show up to court. You showing up to court is only letting them know that you're incompetent and you don't know what you're doing. And you're exposing your estate to the public for them only to rampage it. When you go to court, you will see that the opposing party will make up all kinds of stories. Most of them is untrue, or at least it's exaggerated. And if you express any kind of emotions or any kind of you stand your ground, they're going to say that you're toxic, and they're going to try and put you through psychiatric, some sort of psychiatric evaluation, or going to prompt you to have to go see counseling or some kind of bullshit. And all of those things is only going to hurt you. It's not going to help your case. It absolutely doesn't serve you in any sort of capacity for you to have an attorney. It's only for those that are unprivy to the law and are extremely nervous about the whole court process. But if your child is worth it, wouldn't you explore any avenue to safeguard their future? When you get an attorney and you show up to court, you're basically putting your child's future in their hands. And they're always going to go with what's best for the public interest. And we all know what the public interest is, right? It really makes no sense for you to have an attorney. I say this time and time again. There's no reason for you to have an attorney. Only if you want to just give up, put all your problems in somebody else's hands and expect them to solve it for you. And of course they're not gonna serve you. Their loyalty is first. Their duty and loyalty is to the state. It's not to you. All these bar attorneys they're bound to some sort of oath that you're not aware of. They all bow down to the judge. They cater to the judge. Everything that they're doing, I mean, you're not, if they're an attorney licensed in that state to practice law, they need that judge to be in their good grace so they can have more clients, right? Because you're not the only client that they're going to have. That's their bread and butter. That's where they make their living. So they have to do things to conform with that court. And the court has to conform with the legislature because they're all bound by, it's a legislative avenue, these courts. All of the rulings that they make is in accord with the legislative rules. The legislative loyalty is not to the people, man. It's to Congress. Doesn't it seem like you're in court, you're hearing all these fancy things that people are saying, only to come see yourself get railroaded in the end? Have you actually looked at the paperwork that your attorney files? Of course you haven't, because you left all of your problems in somebody else's hands. I'm going to say this time and time again. Getting an attorney is a complete waste of your time, your money, your resources, and you're possibly jeopardizing your child's future. Till the next video.